If you need to get Valentine's Day goodies for your family, there's only one place to go. Jeff's Bagel Run. The Dennises have already eaten every snick, snack, and treat that they make.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you the best one. They have these Valentine's Day sugar cookies. Comes in a cute little box that you can write like to and from on if you want to give it to somebody. But I don't do that. I just rip the box open. I eat the cookies because they're the best sugar cookies you're going to have. Now, I know what you're thinking is Jeff's Bagel Run. Well, the bagels they're okay. No, the bagels are even better. The bagels, the hand-made spreads, everything they have there, the Otis coffee. It truly is. It's a joy to be able to talk about something that my family eats every single week.
There are locations all around Florida, all up the East Coast. I saw that there's going to be a location in Vegas.
Carolinas.
It is spreading crazy. It's a franchise. By the way, if you want to get involved and become a franchisee, they have information at jeffsbagelrun.com.
There you go.
But they also have a free app. Search your app store, Jeff's Bagel Run. You can find out Bagel of the Day. You can find out their Valentine's Day specials or cookies.
Oh, peach tea. They have a peach tea that's only for Valentine's Day that my wife got. And she is like a real tea snob, and she loves it. It's like they just do really good products. And Jeff is kind of, you watch his Instagram or you follow him on socials. He's pretty big on like, guys, if it tastes bad, I'm not going to put it out.
No, I know. If you go by and get some bagels for your office and some spreads and, you get a big handle of that Otis coffee.
Yeah, man.
You are going to be a hero.
Hero's move.
Yeah. And everybody's going to be like, wow, this is awesome. Thank you very much. And it is a value. It's not crazy expensive. It's great.
No.
It's priced great.
And if you don't know what bagel to get, just use my method. Walk in and say, what's hot? There you go.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Because the best bagel is a hot bagel. It's Jeff's Bagel Run. Don't sleep in. Never toast it. And if you go there, please tell them that Tom and Dan sent you.
It's jeffsbagelrun.com.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio. It's a blast. It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, everybody. It is A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. Just us today. We're hanging out.
This is called
Old School
2009 style.
Yeah.
We had just gotten off from the quarry. I would swing by the 7-Eleven on Karen. I would get normally it'd be Dos Equis or El Presidente. We also had a deal at the radio station where El Presidente was propping up a radio thing I was doing at the time called Scooter Sundays. Some of you may remember that. And I would steal, and I can talk about it now, but I would steal these they're like little notepads of free El Presidente 12-pack coupons. And that was keeping T&D Media hydrated for probably about a year until, because those big beer companies, oh my God, they have so much money. But now, what are they sitting on? Oh, lakes of alcohol. Welcome to the show, everybody.
So our BDM appreciation is coming up at the beginning of April. And a lot of people already know, but, we have subscribers. They're called BDMs.
I like this. You're being serious. You're starting the show in a serious tone. I like this.
We don't explain.
Get to fucking work. Let's do this.
A lot of, we haven't explained what BDMs are in a long time, and I know
we don't have time to explain it. We got to go. You got to do the show and get the client.
I know. We just finished booking all the entertainment yesterday for our BDM appreciation. I say it sounds better if we.
I'm giving you you'd hate that. I'm not going to give you flowers. I'm giving you your meat. I'm giving you Ms. Meat. Great job. I appreciate you doing that because it's weird to cold call Normally, I have you calling an exotic person,
Yeah. No,
someone that does a weird type of entertainment or something.
The more I do sales, the more I do anything, the better you get at it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to tell myself that. It's like, just
Yeah.
go out there and run.
Exactly.
It'll be 1% better than the day before.
Now, interviewing, we'll get into that. Maybe that. I don't know if interviewing works that way, but
Well, it doesn't work.
We'll get into that.
It gets worse for me that way.
Maybe.
You know what? I take back everything I said.
Yes.
Anyway.
As you were saying.
So the Appreciation Week, we started 3 years ago where we offer a $5 shirt.
It was 3 years ago. I was 4 years ago.
Yeah, maybe it was
because
more
it was 4 years ago because the first one we drove around. Okay, the first one we went crazy and we're like, we're giving away TVs and gaming systems. We're Mr. Beast, and we're you fucking idiots.
No,
you can't do that.
Well, people like that, but
too hard to do.
Oh, well, that's not even too hard to do. Only 5 people.
I was puking
got
in
appreciated.
people. I puked in a guy's yard.
Yeah.
We went to give him his Switch. I puked in his yard.
So then I'm like, well, there's thousands of BDMs, so if we only appreciate 5 of them, it seems like the other ones are getting screwed.
Yeah.
So we offered this $5 shirt idea. That way we can
spread the favoritism across everybody so we can thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And then you order the $5 shirt, and in every package, and we're going to do package shipping on April 1st. Email me if you want to help out. We usually do it at Hourglass Brewing. And
shout out to our buddies in Hourglass.
We give you free beer if you help out. But we pack all the $5 shirts and all the other sponsor stuff because it takes because obviously shirts are more expensive than $5. So we have to pay for that using sponsor money.
We put all kinds of little coupons in there. Like 1 year, I was putting 1 drop of testosterone from My Eternal in every bag. Sorry, ladies, if you touch that. Apologies if you got hairy.
So we finalized our BDM Appreciation Party, which is happening April 11th.
I want to tell you where it's at so bad, but I can't.
And we got Jeff and Casey Howell performing.
Cannot believe that we got Jeff and Casey Howell. Dude. This is awesome.
And then Daniel made the joke. He's like, how Jeff used to do like this dog show or dog tricks, and then have like this mechanical dog
tricks. I should explain it. He had these little mechanical dogs, the little ones you'd buy at Spencer's Gifts, that would go like. And then it'd do a
backflip. Yeah.
So what Jeff would do, and you would think that this is stupid, but it just really elevates the whole entire night, is that he would make the dogs make one of the dogs in front stand there while another one gets behind him, and before he does the flip, and then he pours beer on him, and then when the dog does the flip, it looks like he's kicking cum everywhere.
All right, okay.
That's the origin story of the dog trick.
And then
people used to come from England to see that out on I Drive.
Daniel's like, what if we actually got a dog show, like an America's Got Talent dog show?
Well, that's been a dream of mine since we started the show. How many times when we're doing an event do I say, can we get an animal act?
Yeah. So,
how many times have I asked you that?
So Daniel
Hundreds.
found like 2 Russian ladies that do like acrobatics and a dog show with the poodles. And we booked them for
they're hot. They're smoking hot Russians. Smoking hot poodle Russians.
And so there's going to be a dog show. Yeah. There's going to be a unicycle juggling.
Who loves you? Tom and Dan love you.
There's going to be some insane hula hoop record. Anyway, it's going to be ridiculous. And
I think they juggle on unicycles, and they're hot.
And it's for the BDM Appreciation
Only
event.
for BDM. You got to be a BDM.
We're going to send out the invites soon, but you guys will get them. If you're an active, and that's the key word, active. Because, there's thousands of BDMs that have signed up and then faded off.
Double digits.
It's been 12 years, so it's not that, listen, I've signed up for Paramount Plus like 10 times.
Me too.
And then I let it lapse.
So many. So there'll be games that I can only watch some sporting events on there. It's like, why are they putting Arsenal on Paramount Plus?
Yeah, so if Paramount Plus was doing a Russian dog show, I wouldn't be invited because I wouldn't know. But I would think, I think I am Paramount. Check your account at tomandan.com to make sure an active member because you want to get invited.
Yeah, you got to be an active member. And, man, I can't tell you where it's at. But, man, I still want to tell you where it's at because it just makes it better.
So, anyway, speaking of getting better at things over time, I have gotten worse at doing interviews.
It's not you. I would blame both of us on this. I mean, this was I think we fumbled that one. We dropped the ball on that one.
And I think it's just because of Corolla And okay, I'll explain. So and I even reached out to Krista from the Improv and like, hey, can you get Carolla to call in the show?
Wait a minute. So you forced this?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God! Well, that I did not know.
Like,
That's breaking news to me as I sit here on this show today.
And so, because I used to listen to him a lot, and especially when he started his podcast, and he was one of the guys that he's good at improvisational comedy conversation.
Yeah,
and I like it.
I think we both did. I mean, that would have been the first podcast.
Yeah.
I don't say it a lot. I usually use Marin or something, but no, Carolla was probably the first podcast that I actively subscribed to.
So, and he was coming in. I was like, hey, we're going to get an interview. So Krista worked it out, and we only have 15 minutes time. Anyway, you could hear it. It's on AZT yesterday, right?
Yes.
So I bumbled along.
It's on YouTube, yeah.
And
do you want to hear the question?
All right.
Okay, I pulled it.
God damn it.
I pulled the question.
This shit bothers me, by the way. It bothered me all day yesterday, and I was like, God damn.
I wondered if it was going to bother you.
Of course it did.
All day yesterday.
And it's because I over-prepared for it, and I was like, I know what this guy likes. I'm going to try to lead him into something I want to talk about. Why did I do that? It just say, how you doing? He talks for a living. He'll just talk, and then I didn't have to do any of this. Anyway, I fucked it all up.
No, it's not you, man. I mean, we do this together, right?
I'll ask him a goddamn long question again, and you think I'd know from all you motherfuckers who make fun of me every day about asking long questions. I did it anyway because he stayed silent. He wasn't giving me any fucking
Well, he had just woken up too. By the way, Adam Carolla, one of the hardest people I think to talk to ever in the world. When I woke up in the morning, before I play the clip.
All right.
When I woke up in the morning, do you want to know how I start every day? I wake up in the morning, I have my sleep mask on, and I'm laying there, and Dansby's laying next to me, and I'm afraid of everything, and I'm just laying there in a cocoon. And if I know my wife is awake, I'll be like, and then I'll be like, what's on the calendar? And that's how I start my day. And then she's like, Adam Carolla. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, God, Adam Carolla. I know, seriously. She's like, you have Adam Carolla at 10 a.m. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, God. Hardest interview ever. Immediately,
it didn't have to be.
Immediately, I have anxiety.
Had him talk
immediately,
shit.
I have anxiety. Adam Carolla, because he's good at talking, and he enjoys talking. And more than enjoying talking, what he enjoys is making fun of other people that can't talk. He loves that. He loves doing that. So here, without further ado, here is your question to Adam Carolla. It's not as long as you think, and try not to laugh during it.
Did you find because me and Daniel have seen this with the dilution of everything and having so many different options that it kind of, the only thing that really saved us, and obviously you're still successful in what you
holding
do
records,
is because the amount of reps that you had in.
That's all I had to offer there, by the way. Holding records.
You know how hard it is to listen to me?
What the hell am I doing? What is that? What
the hell am I saying?
Why aren't I helping you at all?
I'll tell you.
You're the good one.
That
I'm letting you drown.
No,
I'm actively
what am I saying? What am I
well, I'm filming the man in the
babbling
on?
What the hell is kind of
seen that video of the guys that were standing in the outside of the retention pond as they're watching a man drown, but they're videoing it? That's me. I'm no different than yelling World Star while you're getting beat up. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, but what the hell am I doing?
I'll continue. Here.
In your broadcasting background, I feel like that is something that everybody else doesn't have. It's like, broadcasters and anybody in radio, just has so many tens of thousands of reps doing conversational improv that kind of secured our jobs.
We're halfway.
For at least.
We have to do it. You have to do it because we're going to get to Adam. You have to dig.
And then it also, you start to see other people that do podcasts like, oh yeah, this, Julian Edelman and Gronkowski, they, if you listen to their commercials, it's rough. It's like they don't have any reps. So, it's the tremendous amount of reps broadcasters have kind of, helped hold our jobs. And I'm curious to what you think about that.
Okay. I'm curious to what you think about that.
About what?
Hold on. Remember that.
Know what I was
Remember,
asking.
I'm curious to what you think about that because that's instrumental later. And then, and cue Adam Carolla.
He did like 5 reps on the subject of reps.
Yeah, he's a reps guy, Adam. He's a reps guy.
Sorry.
Like we got to squeeze him in where you can.
I felt like you needed a spotter for that one.
I'm sorry.
I mean, look.
Okay, that's where I stopped. Okay, there we go. There it is. You heard it. I didn't help you at all. I should have done something.
What do you mean help me?
I don't know, but I should have done
baby.
something. I should have done something there.
It doesn't sound like I've been doing this for 20 years. How can you do that? How can you?
I can fix it.
Be so bad. All right.
I think I can fix it
right.
because I don't see what you were doing. It may not have been fully formed, much like a bowel movement, but there were good ideas in there. I think. If presented and packaged correctly, this could be no different than an inner monologue from a hip-hop artist doing a really like Nas, the rapper Nas,
okay,
right?
All right.
Some would argue,
talk before
some
the
would
song?
say the greatest rapper in the world does a lot of what you're doing, not to compare, one of hip-hop's greats to one of my great friend Tom Van. But yeah, I think I can actually help you with this here. Let's try. I have fixed your question, and then remember I said I'd like to know what you think about that. Like that's your hook.
Okay.
So here we go. I have fixed your question one time. Here we go.
Did you find because me and Daniel have seen this with the dilution of everything and having so many different options that it kind of the only thing that really saved us, and obviously,
Yeah, baby.
You're still successful, and
break it down, Tom.
What you do is because the amount of reps that you had in your body broadcasting background, I feel like that is something that everybody else doesn't have.
Street knowledge.
It's like, broadcasters and anybody in radio, just had so many tens of thousands of reps doing conversational improv. That kind of secured our jobs for at least the time being.
Yeah, he's about to throw it down here in a second.
And then you start to see other people that do podcasts like, Julian Edelman and Gronkowski.
Yeah, man.
If you listen
Where's
to
the
their
hook?
commercials, it's rough. And I'm curious to what you think about that.
That's a good hook.
And I'm curious to what you think about that.
You know how hard it is for me to sing that?
Curious to what you think about that.
I added the motherfucker part when I was singing it. Colette definitely thinks I'm insane because I was like, that's a damn good hook from Tom on the end. I'm curious to know what you think about that. Is a damn fine hook.
You turn my bumbling
You're
R
Wu-Tang.
word of a question into a hip hop song. Then
AI,
it works. Okay, all
it
right.
can fix anything.
I should have told Adam
It can
Carolla.
fix anything.
Like this repurposed into a hip hop song
Yeah.
would actually.
But it did remind me of that. I was like, hey, this is no different than any rapper who's walking down the streets, and you hear it where they're like, yo, son, it's hard out there when you're doing shit. And so I just put a little spin on it. I'm sorry. Yeah, we had a rough week.
Yeah.
We had a rough week. That was not one of our finer interviews, for sure. But I think where we do win is because it's real. Right?
I don't know if that is good.
I would argue that both
Hey,
of...
this is an imbecile asking a celebrity a question.
Do you think he
Who
thinks
wants to hear
that? Is that the part that hurts the most? Is that when he
No.
was laughing, you think he thinks that,
EJ,
that you and I are idiots?
You know what's funny? EJ here, because we bully EJ a lot. So anytime I fuck up, he takes the chance to bully me. And that's...
Oh, that's the equation. He know. I mean, this is a
I have
man
to
that
take
knows
it.
math. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to fucking work.
I have to take it. Believe me, I dish it out. I'll take
yeah.
it. I'll take it all.
100%.
And that's why everybody has the free reign to bully me as much as you want because I bully them.
That is also why I
That's
love
the deal.
EJ. I have to declare that. I have to say that.
So he's bullying me, and,
He was.
and then I was like, I'm taking it, whatever. And then he thought that I was going to be upset because I care what Adam Carolla thinks. And then I'm like, they forgot about it as soon as he hung up the phone. This guy does 10,000 interviews.
Oh, he didn't know who he was talking to at all.
He goes on with his day and never remembers it 1 second. He's never. If you asked him about it today, he'd be like, "Remember the fucking R word you talked to yesterday?" He'd be like, "Who? I don't know." And
that does sound like something he would
I'm more
say,
embarrassing or embarrassed in front of people like EJ. That and our listeners,
because you know he's going to try and bully
our friends. They're my friends and people I care about. Our listeners, I care. Like all the listeners I see at events, they're like, I heard what you did.
I felt like I should have helped you more.
Less
though.
of me.
I felt like I should have helped you more in those type of
No.
But I know in those type of instances, I don't really know where to go.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you,
if you were bumbling a crazy random question, I wouldn't be like.
At least
like,
you were
shit.
trying, though. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm afraid of Adam Carolla. I am. Like, there is.
We should just let him talk. We're like, hey, what's going on?
That's what I said. Told you.
So
Remember,
stupid,
I said even that morning, I was like, I'll follow your lead, and then we'll just let Adam Carolla do the talking.
And I know no one cares and whatever, but the reason I'm trying to get every value out of that 15 minutes, I'm like, fuck, if he just bullshits or whatever, like I want to ask him.
Well, tell him what you were trying to do, because I do find it interesting. You were trying to force through something that you thought would be cool to talk about, instead of just the conversation naturally going where it goes.
It got diluted by but I wanted to ask him like he saw like his podcast numbers go down or his numbers of listeners, because I think everything is down because of the dilution of everything, and that's and I want to. But is
this Adam Carolla? Thanks for calling the show. Who is this?
Actually, this is the Bugman Charles.
Oh, we knew. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. You can't stand it. I knew it was you, Charles. You got to understand too, because I don't want you to burn out the wrong way. You got to understand when you get a little bit of shine or when you're showcased on the show, you got to tuck in for a little while. If you
hold on. Now, before you tell Charles anything, I do want to hear Charles' opinion because he represents the average listener out there.
Oh, Charles listens to everything. I talk to Charles like daily.
That's how I bully the average listener for bullying me. So, Charles, what say you?
Yeah. What's your take on how did we do, Charles, 1 to 10?
So I listened to the interview with Adam Carolla, and then I listened to the interview with Joe Rogan and Adam Carolla. And I got to say, he brought you guys up on Joe Rogan. No, he really didn't, but that would have been awesome if he did. But he...
he got me on Charles. You had me, Charles.
Charles.
You literally had me, Charles.
Are you serious?
No.
Because, Charles...
No, I'm not.
Don't you think as soon as he said it, we'd get inundated with
a million text messages.
And
Tom thinks I'm stupid enough for you to trick me too. That hurts my feelings a little bit. That's what I got out of all of this. Is Tom's like, wow,
you put a goddamn rap song.
So Adam Carolla is fucked with you so bad that now you're tearing the show apart. You're yelling at me. You're yelling at fucking Charles.
Well, Charles, you think you can prank us by saying, "Oh, you mentioned you guys and we never heard about it fucking months ago"?
What is amateur hour, Charles? The bug chemicals that got into your brain.
No, listen. Yeah, probably. No, listen. No, seriously, Tom, you make it funnier when you bumble it. It makes it better.
I heard
an interview today.
That's not going to help. I love how ugly you are.
And it was terrible. It was like he kept being interrupted. It was just like, man, this guy can't say 2 words without someone else chiming in.
Oh, that's me.
Not Tom.
Mr. Interruptions.
Tom's like, you sit there and listen to me. I'm going to tell you, and then you can talk.
Now Charles is bullying you. What the fuck is happening?
You know what? This is the saddest part because I know this. And that's what kind of bothers me too. Where I'm at home, I'm driving my truck silent because every time this shit happens, I don't listen to nothing. I just punish myself by driving silent. And
wait, so you drove home at silent because of what you did with Adam Carolla?
Because imagine seeing him on the road, how mad he looked.
Oh my god!
And then I'm like, God,
are you going to let a bug man bully you like this? Because
I will.
Linda Bird thought you were a bug man.
Yeah. Well, she knew. She knew. That's the worst part about it all because I'm trying my hardest. And I'm prepared, and I fucking work. I'll work.
But you over-prepared. Tell me about that. Let's walk through that. Let's walk through that a little bit.
Because I started listening to his goddamn podcast, and I listened to it in years, and I'm like, goddamn, can't talk to him about any of this shit, so I'll ice and do
a lot of it's politics. A lot of it's ice.
I didn't know he got into all that shit.
He's one of those cancel culture guys. Can't say anything anymore.
And I was like, oh, shit, I get it. And then I was like, I remember the fucking Love Line days of the shit when he first started.
I was going to bring that up.
Teresa Strasser.
I was so paralyzed in fear, I said nothing to him.
Yeah, but so then it's not lack of preparation or anything. And then what I realized is that I'll make an Adam Carolla analogy. I am I belong in the Special Olympics. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I
like the Olympic tie-in, too. That's great. The Olympics are happening right now.
And then I got into the regular Olympics, right?
Yes.
And then I'm trying my hardest running, right? And then that's what and then I run and I'm last.
And everybody's like, "What's this guy doing here?"
No, but they're cheer, they're laughing. You see what I'm saying? They're like, "Look," right? And then so no matter how hard, let's say that I do come in third one time because I tried.
Even your analogy is too long. I don't even know what you're talking. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
And if I do get in third, everybody's disappointed because they're like, I liked it when he fell at his face.
Right.
And that's what
I get that.
Yeah, that's what I have to look forward to.
I get that because sometimes it's like when we're serious on the show, or I'll talk about something that is serious or give my opinion on something that is serious, and people will be like, just do a fucking voice, you idiot. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You're like,
all right.
You know. And then that's fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I just, that's you're born the way you are.
And here's the thing I want to tell the listeners that is the most fucked up thing that we do. Is that because we're honest about this, the Bumbles and how we are and who we are, like I'm honest with who I am, you're honest with how you are, that we'd wanted that to go well, but if it had, it would have been worse for you. It would have been a worse piece of shit product for the show. Like, literally, it's not on brand, Tom and Dan, for us to go in there, and then we get done with it, and we're like, and that's Adam Carolla talking about his new show on Megyn Kelly's channel on Sirius XM. We'll be right back.
You know
what the fuck are we trying to do here?
You know how hard it is to live a life for a successful day on the boat? I get back, and I'm like, well, that ain't good for the show.
I know.
Because that's what I'm creating. I'm building myself a bumbling
prison. Yeah. And you can't even not do it. And sometimes when you're looking at it, it's almost like you're looking at both grails. And you've got the do it straight, and then you've got the bumble grail in your hand. You're like, God damn it, I got to do it. I got to bumble. And you drink. You drink it all.
Yeah, but it's like I try to do it straight because I'm like, oh, fuck these motherfuckers.
Well, your family's tired of it. They don't want the bumble.
And then I take it, and they're like, oh, you picked up the bumble. Anyway.
Sometimes you bumble the straight, too.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for, obviously listening to that. And here's what I guarantee. When we do interviews from here on out, you obviously know we're going to do them in our style and try to do them in our way.
Yeah.
And that one, we missed the mark. But I still contend he is the most horrible person to talk to. Not because he's a horrible person. Just, I'm scared of Adam Carolla.
Also,
he terrifies
and
me.
we talked about it after.
He terrifies
and
me.
me and Dan always like talking about interviews after we do them, especially on ACT. But we talked about how.
Well, let's talk about this.
Doing phone interviews is hard, and then giving 15 minutes is hard, and then it's like it turns into like what you do on regular media on the like TV or radio, where you got 10 minutes to come and plug your shit and get out of here. And I'm like, God, there's no value to that.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised we even got him to
because
do it.
I look at that like zero value. I'm like, God, how do we squeeze every guy? Like, let's get some tidbit, but you can't because the person's not even warmed up yet. Because they're just like you just woke up talking to me, like trying to do a promo.
Well, I put that on him too. Maybe we haven't listened to enough or familiarized ourselves with Adam Carolla enough to know his cadence, but I didn't think we did anything. I thought we did a pretty regular setup and everything, not to keep harping on it, but then when we gave it to him, it was like, and Adam Carolla, and action, and he was like, hi. I'm like, come on, man, you got to give me more than that, dude. You got to try and at least match our energy. But then it makes me feel bad because I did it to the guys from the Ruckus supporter group from Orlando City yesterday, too. We got Trevor and Dan in here, the sweetest two people you could ever have from the Ruckus. Dan's over there. He's been doing this thing for 16 years, literally taking his time off to come in here, and I'm screaming in his face like some maniac.
Yeah, but that's we broadcast with his energy, and then we forget that it's overwhelming when you come in here and to talk to us because you're like, I just came in off the street. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's a lot.
And you know what's weird is that that happened to me only. And maybe it was because it was like a first time, but when we did the Bubble Love Sponge, I talk about it all the time.
Yes.
It's like when we were there, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
What the hell?
He's up there in the fucking rafters with our computers.
You couldn't even see his face.
Yeah, and then he's
like sitting on a giant toilet in the sky.
And then I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking weird. And then I'm like, I constantly remember that because
he's giving us marijuana gummies that are the size of a fucking truck.
When people come in there, a lot of times we're overwhelming because of how we do the show. and the
I need to
energy.
work on that.
No, but
I'm a lot.
But what are we going to do? Change? And then it's like
Got to change. You change. You got rid of your laugh. I got to get rid of my entire personality.
we hear from the listeners that don't even do the interviews. And again, like we can't just not do them because I like to change it up and Anyway, I don't know. We're figuring it out.
Yeah. Has there ever been another person that's been in here that you have gotten in your head about talking to? Anybody we've had in here that you thought was
Travis Pastrana
was a difficult,
but it wasn't difficult because he just
he wasn't difficult. It was impressive to have him.
Yeah, but he's also not a broadcaster and everything. So and he was conducted like a regular interview. And most, I don't know. And there's
those worried me so much. And if you could go back and see my heart rate when we're doing any Zoom call that has weight. Like if the connection is Travis Pastrana live from his ranch via Zoom and it's coming into this computer and I'm in charge of it, I'm dying inside.
Yeah.
I'm literally
because you're
dying.
worried about the technical problem happening. Yeah.
The entire time. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah.
So I never really have fun with those type of things. I'm trying to think if there's ever been anybody in here that I thought the interview was difficult. I would say no. I would honestly say with 100% certainty that Adam Carolla is the most difficult one. Everybody else, piece of cake.
Yeah.
And that's not because of any reason. It's just that's who he is. That's how he is. Anyway, should we take a break?
Let's take a break and come back. I want you to show me the Nintendo games that you found.
Well, okay, I can set this up before we get a break. I had talked about this a little bit, I think, on the BDM show about how Xbox... any sexually suggestive game that you would ever search for on Xbox is pretty hard to find unless it's already labeled, mature. But Nintendo, they get these independent games or these I don't even know who the publishers are of these games, and they are some of the craziest games I've ever seen. And it's the one that Maisie uses the most.
Is it similar to a Roblox thing where it's user created games that they're putting up on Nintendo? And I thought Nintendo vetted all that stuff. Like Roblox, I think it's a Wild West. There's no vetting. But Nintendo, they probably vet them a little bit, right?
I think in both cases, it's supposed vetting in both. I think Roblox is supposed to vet, and so is Nintendo. But what's weird is that, and I'll show you, because and I'll show you the titles and everything. A lot of them have to do, they're just sexually suggestive in my mind, and I've had to answer questions with Maisie because she's like, what the hell is it? She's seeing some stuff that I'm I don't even know. In some of it, I don't even know how to explain.
Okay.
Because it's so weird. So anyway, I'll show you that here in a minute. Let me get our music for today. Plug something quickly while I get our songs here, buddy.
You could, I think we talked about how you could sign up, but you can sign up to become BDM at TomandDan.com.
/registration. That's it goes right to the love meter.
Orlando Science Center has a really cool Science Night Live coming up.
Perfect.
With great speakers and super interesting topics. And it's your chance to have some cocktails and hors d'oeuvres at night, adults only, at the Science Center, and great date night.
Yeah, it's
for Valentine's
Science
Day.
Night Live. Jason Lattimore's there. There's all kinds of science demonstrations, food, adult cocktails, and it's on Valentine's Day. So if you are a member, $3 tickets we found out yesterday.
Christina Korp, who's an astronaut wrangler that we had on the show yesterday, she'll be out there.
She's awesome.
That will be broadcast on ACT on Monday.
Yes.
But it's on YouTube Live and Twitch.
And hopefully we're going to get some more astronauts in here. I think if we play our cards right with that lady, we can get a bunch of astronauts in here.
Everybody who comes in with the Science Center is super interesting.
Yeah, absolutely love them. Guys, the name of the band, Rat Boys, the name of the song is Anywhere. We will be right back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan right after this.
Valentine's Day is around the corner, and Fairvilla Megastore is the store to go to. Multiple locations to shop some awesome Valentine's Day gifts for your partner from mild to wild.
Yeah.
I mean, lingerie.
You said round the corner, and dare I say, fudge is made.
Come on.
And when I think fudge, I think Fairvilla.
So I
don't know.
You do not want that as a slogan.
I didn't flesh that out.
It has nothing to do with fudge.
I started walking. I started walking into the live read, and I didn't know where I was. I was like, I can save this. But yeah, if you've never been to Fairvilla, It's a great place to go, even for just like a date. If you were swinging through there with your partner, it's a fun place to walk around. Well, it's a fun place to walk around, isn't it? It's 2 stories. It's modeled after Ron John. It's a beautiful, beautiful store, especially the flagship store. But there are multiple locations that you and your partner or partners can go to.
A location over on the coast, a location in Secrets Hideaway in Kissimmee. They got a location on iDrive. Their location in Sanford, Palatka. So multiple locations, and their Heritage flagship location on OBT. That's just 2-story, huge location.
And follow them on social media because they do these crazy parties that normally sell out, and you could be on the list to get in there first.
Fairvilla University, you can get great education. All their employees are super knowledgeable and will help you out. It's fairvilla.com.
That is Teen Suicide. The name of the song is Idiot. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. So these Nintendo games.
Yeah, so...
Show me what you're talking about.
Okay, show me what you were... Okay, I have pulled up the Nintendo page here, so if... I'll be talking about it, obviously, but you can see this on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@TomandDanLive, on Twitch, Tom and Dan Live. Let me put this up for everybody to see. All right, here we go. All right, so you can see I've got it, and I clicked one of the buttons down here. I have narrative adventure clicked because most of these games are going to be these narrative adventures. Okay. This first one up here is called Speed Dates. That's like a dating simulator you could play with your sons.
So narrative adventure... Do you know what kind of game that is?
A lot of dating simulators.
Okay.
And a lot of these games that I'm kind of talking about, which are huge in Japan, I guess. But here, look, we're going to scroll down. Like, look at these 2 right here. These are my 2 favorite. Right off the bat, the 4th game down is Sugar Daddy Crush Hidden Hotel Love.
All right.
Look at that guy. He's got it's Sugar Daddy Crush. He's got a big mustache. He's got a big pecker in his gray pants.
He's a muscular.
And then so there they.
And he's got like abs and his shirt's ripped.
Yeah,
and you see his pecs.
You see his pecs, and you also see his bulge. He's like a big mega cock.
And so, what the hell is the game?
So you, let me see if it describes. Elegant men, hidden intentions, a love story you control. The hotel looks peaceful at first. Sunlit corridors, quiet lounges, and guests who seem perfectly composed. But attention lingers in subtle ways. A glance held for a second too long. A conversation that shifts without warning. Men whose confidence feels practiced and intentional. In Sugar Daddy Crush, Hidden Hotel Love Story, you step into, read more, an adult narrative focused on attraction, restraint, and emotional timing. You could play this with Tommy. You should play this with Tommy.
So,
look at that. You get to make, look at this. Look at this is a choose your own adventure. It seems you know exactly how to make everything feel easier. You click this button, you pull that guy's pants off, and his mega cock falls out.
No, it doesn't get that far.
I don't know if it does or not, but what the hell is Nintendo doing? What the hell? What is this?
So it's just some fantasy where you go
and all the screenshots look like this guy standing behind a dude cramming him, right?
What a weird subworld.
And then here's so that's for the
hell is doing this.
So that one's for gay guys. That game.
Okay, yeah.
So the version for hetero people, I'll put that up for everybody to see, is this one.
All right, I see.
Yeah, this is Mom Crush Hidden Hotel Love Story.
Okay, big moms.
Look at those titties, dude. Big saggers. The ones that one of them is so heavy you let it cover your entire face and you try to choke yourself out with it while you're jacking off. Like, everybody knows what I'm talking about. Like, look, there's Mary, Emily, and Scarlett. Look at Scarlett's fupa over that pussy. The way they drew it. See, they drew the fat over it. That's very attractive. Do women know that a little bit of meat over their pussy is so hot?
Come on.
Do they know that?
That is
look at that! Look at that!
Yeah,
you could be playing this with Tommy right now.
Well, I don't understand what it is. What are you playing? So, like, you just they read you texts and you're just like, I want to go here. And
it's like a choose your own adventure.
And then it's like, now you're in this room.
But there's so many of them, dude. So here I'm going to scroll down, and then they're legitimate.
Who enjoys this? This is weird.
I don't know. Tons of people are making money off of it. Look at this one. You said succubuses. Look at this game. This game and the girl on the game looks like. Look at that shit. Succubus hearts, Demon Love Redemption. Look at this shit. Look at that girl. She's spread eagle. That's a succubus. It's a goddamn succubus. This is what you wanted, dude. You said yesterday you were talking about, I want a succubus.
Yeah, in real life.
I found you a succubus.
No, this is... First you're reading, and then you're like...
Okay, here's the one I wanted to talk about. Anime Feet Boys.
Okay.
This is a game that I think you and Tommy, dad and son can play. You, Tommy, Max. Can play Anime Feet Boys.
It's $9.99.
Yeah, Anime Feet Boys, the Charm Finder Quest. Okay, so here, in this scene, there's like a hot leather man showing his foot, and it says, do you dare to play a game of steps? And then it says, point your footprints towards me, only if you're not afraid to leave a mark. I'll join in and walk with style. Come, I want to see how you move. And then these are all, look, it's just hot boys showing their feet.
Bizarre.
But this is a Nintendo game that you can buy for $9. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's a muscle man, and he's at the gym, and he's like shooting a picture of himself. Now, wait. I know what you're thinking. Dan, that's way too gay. Well, it doesn't have to be gay. Let's go hetero. Here we go. Anime feet girl. Oh, no, I logged out. Hold on. Let me go back.
Basically the same thing.
Anime feet girls.
Yeah, and they're...
big titty Asian girls showing their wet feet. They're wet feet, too. They're not just feet. They're wet feet. Is that for feet people? Do they need to see the wetness on the feet?
I didn't know wet feet was a thing.
It's a thing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's okay, so in this game, and then look, you get points for tapping her feet while she's on the swing. You tap her wet feet, and you get like little heart. You get coins. So
who's doing this?
I don't know, but I have been telling people about this for a long time. I've been telling other parents, and Andrea's like, shut up, you shut the fuck up. I'll be at like a dance thing, and you're talking
you're
with the
tapping
dad.
the feet.
No, I'm not playing the game. So okay, I'll set the scene. I'm at like a dance banquet. I don't look like the other daddies. Maisie says that. Maisie says she likes that I don't look like the other daddies.
Yeah.
I'll be standing around.
Oh, for sure. Someone's like, call the cops. There's a homeless man wanted in here.
And then maybe
he's tapping on feet on his phone.
There's a homeless man jacking off to anime outside our... No, but I'll be talking to the dads and stuff like that, and you just get in to start talking, and then no matter what, the moms bring up iPad and they complain, right?
Yeah.
And then one thing leads to another. You're complaining about Roblox this, Roblox that. Then I start complaining. I'm talking to I want to fit in. I'm doing the concerned parent chat. I start talking about, and then I start talking about these games. I'm like, on Nintendo, they've got feet games. They got big titty Asians with wet feet. You can tap them good. And then my Andrew's like, shut the fuck up. That may be a true story. But I'm just trying to warn other parents. I'm doing what they're doing. If you can,
I don't think our kids want to do this. Like,
that's just for adults, then obviously.
It's got to be. I don't know who it's for because
I don't know what it's for either. But I just
It's weird. Do people can people get off of anime feet like it's cartoons?
People can get off to anything, dude. But here's what
Is there enough that because the cartoon element of it, we joke around about cartoon nudity. But I mean, we pay for that $9.99 to tap someone's feet, and
there's no game.
There's no nudity of it because it's Nintendo, right?
There's no nudity.
So it's just all suggestive.
But it's implied that, I guess there's no nipples. So I guess the way they get around it is, the chat room's tying in. They're like, this is basically everything you see on Crunchyroll.
What?
Yeah. What the hell? I mean, it kind of is. I was not bringing this up to shame you in any way.
By the way,
I was actually, that's deleted. That's gone, right? The boys got their Crunchyroll taken away.
Okay, I'll be honest with you guys.
Have you been jacking off to anime? It'd be awesome if you're like, I've been jacking off to feet girls anime. I do find that shit hot. I'm not going to jack off to it, but if somebody sends me like I've gone in there and seen the manga and hentai, and I'll go in there and read some of them. I'm like, this shit's sexy.
I remember.
Don't Corolla yourself. What are you doing? What are you doing?
So I remember middle school. I don't I vaguely remember elementary school, just snippets, but middle school, and especially 7th and 8th grade, I remember hanging out with my friends, and me and the wizard of friends are smoking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so.
The last thing you were going to do is play anime foot game. You wanted cigarettes and drugs.
No, but and I remember that that was the time I was looking at all this, whatever you can get a hold of.
Yeah.
When you're a teenage boy, and so.
How do I explain this to Maisie, though? Because she asked.
well, she's good. She's not going to be.
No,
you
but
know,
she asked. Here's the
she's
thing.
not going to be looking at the boy version of this. My sons will be, and like even the anime, and they don't seem to be sexually interested in anything yet. But it's
I don't
coming.
think they're
and
there
if they
yet.
were,
They're not there yet.
And if they were looking at it, what am I going to say? Like, all right,
Yeah.
you know,
You like feet, huh? You like feet, huh,
I
boy?
don't, you know, like I don't want them. Like I don't know what's healthy. I ask Colette or what. I don't know.
You
She's
do
not-
it like Chief Wiggum from The Simpsons. I like jacking off the feet too, boy.
yeah. Like there's. I mean,
I like jacking off the feet.
I don't want them to be traumatized by a horrible nudity or something extreme
Well, this
like
is
I was.
okay. This,
Dude, I saw Hustler when I was in middle. Like my neighbor,
I
was
saw
like,
big pussy lips, and it fucked me up. It fucked me up.
Yeah, they like
Because I didn't understand. I was like, why does she have two? I was like, she has two vaginas. It was the lips.
My buddy Joe was 2 grades ahead of me. He's only 1 year older than, but because
Yeah.
of his birthday, he's 2 grades ahead.
But he's a monster.
So he was in. I was in 7th grade. He's already in 9th grade.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like
The difference is
And
night
then
and
his
day.
cousin was like an adult, and they were like showing me porno. You know, I was just like, wow.
yeah.
You know, I remember I was like, oh,
I
pretend to
told
be
you,
cool.
my buddy Dave, his brother would come home from the clubbing all night and tell us like, "Sweet Dave, you ain't lived. You've had somebody eat your asshole."
By
And
the
we
way,
were like, "What? We don't know what that means."
I don't think this is happening as aggressive as it was in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s and all the time that our listeners grew up.
Those are their statements you'd like to make, and then they wreck you. Right? Like-
No, but seriously, like, I've always been afraid. I'm like, hey, this is going to happen to my sons because it happened to me. But then I remember, like, it's a different
the
time.
showing of porno.
Like, it's a different time, though. It's like this is not, like, even there's more information about bullying. Like, way more bullying happened in the 90s and shit, where, like, physical bullying and shit. Like, now digital bullying. But what I'm saying is, like, all this stuff that we experience, I don't think is happening or is as prevalent. Of course, it's happening a little
different
bit.
version
but
of
it's
it, you
less.
think?
It's way less.
Well,
like,
what you mean, like the showing of the porno that
Like
Joe
the-
did to you?
Yeah.
You're saying that there are less boys that will actively be like, "Hey, come in here, let me show you." Well, that also has to do with the people you're around too. I'd like to think that, no offense to Joe, but you've leveled up since then.
Well,
right?
it's like, well, in those times, your parents were less involved with what the hell you were doing. We're way more
Yeah.
involved with our kids now in 2026 than our parents were in the 90s.
Oh, I told my mom when Little Jean showed me titties. I told my mom. I ran to her. I was like, "She showed me titties." I didn't say titties.
It was a generation of like, I don't know what these kids are doing. Like, you left them alone. They do, they're out there doing whatever. Me and Crystal talk about this all the time. You left on your bike and you came back at dusk. You didn't. There's no way to keep track. We had no phones or nothing. We're just like, hey,
God,
you know
I
what I'm
have
saying?
such
Like,
a vivid memory.
So of course we were doing more shit because now we know exactly where our kids are. We're looking at their fine location spot and
Yeah.
they're like, they are at this place. I know their parents are home. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't know nothing.
It was a hustler. It was a hustler. Grainy centerfold. The lady had on a thin, tan hippie sweater. She had a lot of gold necklaces on, and she had her hair parted in the center like mine, but she had long red hair, and she had a big red bush and big lips, huge, humongous. And I liked this picture, and I would fold it back up and hide it.
Yeah.
And I've told variations of this before, but it's so vivid to me now, especially not drinking as much. Like, I can see things, and I remember grabbing it, and I remember being so afraid. And I also remember this. I knew what I had to do. I had to get rid of it. I couldn't keep it in the house anymore, because if I kept it in the house, then I would get sloppy, and my dad would find my mistakes. So I stuck it down my pants. I got on my BMX bike, and I rode down to the sewer grate right before the wooden bridge in Brandywine, and I stuffed it down in there. But the problem was, when it fell, it kind of did that thing like a feather does, where it like gently goes, and then when it landed with her bush and lips straight to the grate.
So
I can look through and see it. I'm like, oh shit, I need it to rain so people don't see I threw away the hustler, because I'll know exactly, because the closest house is my house, and they'll know who put the bush down there. I put the bush down
dropping
the sewer.
sticks to try to sink it.
Yeah. And then also part of me could still see it. I was like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have thrown it away. That's a great fucking photo, you know?
So, speaking of weird...
Memories.
Okay, speaking of weird childhood things, you brought up something that's still... Okay, that I want to investigate if it's happening current day, because I haven't heard about it in a while, and maybe I just been ignorant to it. But, so back when you were a kid... there was a rumor going around that Ozzy Osbourne and his, in his songs, if you played it backwards, it was telling kids to kill themselves, or that was the urban legend that was spreading around.
It was Suicide
parents.
Solution. It was the song, and my mom sat me down. Yeah, I'm glad we mentioned this earlier this morning. You and I were talking about this. Yeah, my mom sat me down because she was an educator, and I think that's why she got it. And I'm pretty sure that before the invention of like email, well, of course, before the invention of email, I'm imagining that somebody wrote like an article or like something about this and stuck it in my mom's mailbox at school.
Yeah. I'm sure that some news story came out about it.
Well, 2020 did like a whole thing. I mean, and it was the song's Suicide Solution, and people claimed, I had to look it up to see what they claimed because this is a long time ago, very fuzzy, but a teen's parents argued that the song pushed him to kill himself, and this was a real, there were multiple lawsuits back in the day, pretty high publicized ones too at the time, but there were lyrics connected to it, and they were trying to tie the song Suicide Solution to making or pushing the child to like kill themselves. I remember watching some of these like 2020 things as a child, like hearing this and watching the news, and it was so eerie the way that they do it, and like when they'd play, they'd be like, listen to this recording of the song Suicide Solution, now listen to it backwards. Yeah. And you didn't hear anything, but then they'd be like, you can clearly hear Lucifer 666 and do it being said.
By the way, inadvertently, they caused 10,000 more album sales or whatever. Like, they made it more popular by doing this.
Oh, without a doubt.
So with like anytime anything like this happens, it makes the song or whatever it is, people seek it out now because you're giving it publicity, but...
I mean, it worked in a watered-down version this morning when I was remembering this. I was like, I want to go see what the song sounded like. Like, I got curious again, But there was a famous one. It was California Court of Appeal, I guess McCullum versus CBS, where, they were, trying to sue because they thought that... I guess it was irresponsible to produce a song that would urge children to kill themselves, which really wasn't even a case at all.
The song was just about a suicide. Or
it wasn't even a thing. Then there was the Judas Priest one, and then there was like a rash of these, right? So I kind of, was trying to gather a list of some of these things that kind of happened, because the two big ones for me were Suicide Solution, Ozzy Osbourne, and Judas Priest being a... I forget the name of the song, but it was a Judas Priest song.
And then, like, I want to say 10 to 15 years ago, there was the Momo thing that came out on YouTube.
I got that for you. Hold on. Let me tell you about Momo.
I think it had to have been like 15 years ago. I think I was on the radio at that time, and we were laughing about it.
I think it was right 10 or 15 years ago. Yeah, Momo Challenge. This was a WhatsApp and YouTube scare. People claim that a creepy character named Momo was messaging kids, telling them to do self-harming challenges or kill themselves, sometimes framed as embedded inside kids' videos.
I remember it, and then everybody was in an uproar over, like, protect your kids from this, don't let them, make sure that this, because this Momo character will pop up. And...
Yeah, it spread as a viral hoax, or a panic loop, as it's called. Social media warnings, tabloids, local news then amplified it. But there were confirmed cases of Momo made a kid do whatever that were actually listed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess...
Well, again, though, like, one person does something,
right?
It's like what they try to, what they try to do with video games or whatever, or like any sort of violent act, and they can somehow tie it into a music video or a video game or anything in the media, and then you're like, this person was consuming this, and that's what caused this.
Yes.
And instead of just looking at this, a million different things in mental illness.
They have, and this one I'd never heard of, and they have this one on there listed as a very popular, or I guess infamous suicide type of, I guess entertainment link, is the Blue Whale Challenge.
What is that? Something recent? Or
yeah, this was after Momo. It was a secret online game. Assigns escalating self-harm tasks that ends in suicide, run by, quote, curators. What actually happened? There were real self-harm suicide incitement cases and arrests reported in Russia tied to online gaming groups, but globally the story ballooned into a catch-all panic. Lots of claims were unverified, recycled, or exaggerated, but it was, they were saying it was like there's like this video game that that sounds very much like movie folklore, right?
Yeah,
there's a movie, like what was it? The video cassette that you put in, The Ring. Oh, you watch The Ring. Yeah. Oh, you know,
but
I'm going to get you.
Every once in a while, and that's where these stories get you, is like every once in a while, there's like, some sort of troubled teens or mixed with mental illness and stuff, and then they go through some sort of weird initiation, or they follow through with everything the game said, and they form some sort of pack and do some crazy shit, and one of them dies, and then people are like, could happen to you.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know, that seems like a very specific, crazy set of circumstances, and the specific to these people, I don't think it's going to happen to my kid. And then it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like, the fear spreads around.
I remember there was a fellow parent I knew of that mentioned that they had come in contact with the Momo thing, but I was like, I don't know, man. I didn't see it. Like, I don't. I'm not here to call anybody a liar, but I didn't. I wasn't around it. I don't. Also have a very weird relationship with YouTube. It's not real big.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of give my kids more credit to believe that they're just gonna cause themselves harm because of some weird thing they saw on YouTube. Like, we talked to them enough. We're like, first, if you see
every
something
morning,
weird,
ask Maisie, you want to kill yourself? She's like, no. I'm like, all right, we're good.
I don't know.
Let's go.
But I wonder if these things will phase out, because it doesn't seem like it's happened since Momo, or at least been a huge news story. And I think people's relationships with technology are so day-to-day ingrained and personal that it's like that kind of people are like,
feels like with the
scare.
The uproar to me feels like with us, not with the kid. Like, even during the Momo thing, I think what felt weird about that to me is that I knew of no kids, like talking to my own kid and other kids, that were actively affected by Momo, but every adult I knew was terrified of Momo.
Yeah,
you see what I'm
just fear, the fear and the media.
So it's weird.
It's more of a media story than reality, and that's how most shit is like that. But that is weird.
But there was one, and I can tie it into Nintendo. There was a game, and it did make the list as like one of the 13th most popular. This one is actually confirmed because I've read a little bit about this, and this game got some heat. Supposed to be a decent or a really good game, but it's a game called Doki Doki Literature Club that is also on Nintendo, and it's like one of those dating simulators, almost like. Okay, the premise is you're like a young man that you live in like a literature club with a bunch of different girls that all have different style personalities. One is a goth, one's a bikini, one's a smarty, one's a sporty. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Yeah, but some of the imagery in there, like some of the girls will be like, if you don't stay with me, I'll kill myself.
Okay, all right.
And that has been deemed like too adult. So let's see what they say here. They say what actually happened.
Still like it.
The game itself includes explicit warnings and contains suicide, self-harm themes as part of the psychological horror. Yeah, that's what I've read. The controversy is more about kids stumbling into it because it looks like a harmless anime dating sim. Are any of these games, like, should dating simulators be sold on...
Who's using them?
It's very popular in Japan, man. Culturally, I think you're going to lose this one because I think that they've been around literally for 50 years.
And
this is an Asian thing, man.
Are we talking about like middle-aged men, teens? Who's using this shit? And like
middle-aged men. That's what I would guess. If you have to put a gun to my head, I have to answer that question.
It doesn't seem like anything that I could even imagine anybody I know using, and I know that's Miami Friends.
Yeah, Ryan's a gamer. He's in the chat room, and he says Doki Doki is a psychological horror game. Yeah, but is
it Ryan playing it?
He might have played it. I don't know. No, I understand that it's not a dating sim, but I throw it into the same sort of category because
of weird games.
It's a narrative. It's a narrative game, like we've been talking about.
Yeah.
It's one of these games where you're like, hey, the coach of the new football team's going to show me his feet. Do you want to see his feet? Yes, choose that. Yeah, it's a narrative. It's one of these. It might as well be a dating simulator.
Yeah,
I don't think you're interacting with these girls to not win their favor over. I don't think there's not going to be fan service in that game, if that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there has to be, some sort of sexual reason with all the stuff.
I think all these games are sexual games. I really do.
That's a powerful
And I'm
motivator.
And I'm kind of the guy that, like, I look at it, I'm like, why is this even being sold? Because I don't want to, like, I'm lazy. I don't want to have this discussion with Maisie. I had to, with the feet one. She's like, what's the boys' feet game? I'm like, I don't know.
You know,
I don't know
I'm
what
glad
that is.
my
I don't
sons
wanna talk
never
about
ask
it.
questions. But if they did, if they're like, hey, why is there feet? And I'm like, some people like feet a lot.
You just leave it at that?
Yeah. Some people like feet.
Some people like to rub their pee-pees on feet. Are you going to say that? Because that's what it is.
No, they'll get it once they start realizing.
Or do you go like, some people like feet a lot, and you point to it, and you...
Yeah, like, I'll just be like, they like feet, bro.
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, they pay,
you say-
they like the
And
feet.
they're like, I want, what do you mean they need feet? And you're like,
I think
look,
they
man,
know.
All I can tell you is they like feet, bro.
Yeah. I don't have to explain everything to them. And as parents, I tell this to Crystal, too, because she fucking explains everything to them. I'm like, quit.
Some people find feet. Some people will look at a foot and get an erection in their penis, where the blood from their body goes into their penis because they're looking at a foot and they want to put their penis between the toes of a foot.
Oh, yeah. I just like, they'll figure it out. There's no need to. I don't think they want their mom explaining anything. They don't want their old man.
No, not
They don't want the old man explaining anything to them. Like, I didn't have.
They want the Nintendo game to explain it to them.
Like, I missed the dad part of my upbringing, but my stepdad was around when I was 12 or 13, and I
Let me teach you how to finger. Come here, boy. I'm going to teach you how to finger.
Yeah, he never taught nothing. He never had a heart-to-heart at all.
First thing you want to do is clip your nails and wash your hands.
Yeah. Like, he never, but I wouldn't want that. That was the last thing I want is my stepdad, Steve.
Get here, boy. I'm going to teach you how to kiss. Put this wig on.
I don't want him teaching me about my penis. And
let me teach you about your penis. Nobody says that, by the way. Don't ever say that.
Yeah.
Is that what you say to Tommy and Mac?
Like,
Let me teach you about your penis.
I don't want him to teach me how anything works. Nothing.
Nobody told me about my penis.
Yeah. No one wants that.
I don't remember any of that happening, but I knew what it did. But I don't know how I figured that out. I've thought about that before. Long time. I've thought
your friends, they tell you. Like that, Tommy's in middle school. I think his friends, he's put two and he's smart. Like
he's smart.
He
knows.
He's like his.
But
friends,
you guys will never talk about it. That's the one thing I know will never happen.
You don't want to talk
and Tommy
about
will never. No, because the two people that will never talk about it will never talk about it.
I'll teach him when he gets there. It's a while away, but I'll teach him about condoms and STDs and getting girls pregnant and stuff and how not to do that. I'll tell him. Which nobody taught me. I just I think my mom was like, "Don't get a girl pregnant."
You're not going to teach it. Let's get. Sometimes parents get this idea. They're like, I'm going to teach them. I'm going to get a banana. No, you don't need to do any of that.
By the way,
just say, you just ask, are you using condoms? That's as far as you go.
I will give it to my mom because she harped on the pregnancy part way more than the STD or AIDS. AIDS was never even mentioned.
Because your mama likes money.
she was like, don't get a girl pregnant. You'll ruin your life.
It's true.
But never about like gonorrhea or AIDS or nothing. I wasn't worried about none of that.
Yeah.
It was just all about pregnancy. And
look at you now. Look at him now.
Gonorrhea and pregnancy. All right.
Want to take a little break?
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll do some voicemails.
Do a couple
some
voicemails.
emails.
Yeah, we can.
If you want to
that.
call in, you can call in. We'll talk shit with you.
Yeah. Well, if you have an anime dating simulator that you would like Tom and his sons to play this weekend, you can offer it up in the comments.
I'll tell you about a bit that I was thinking about doing because I have now through Love Thy Neighbor, which is our relationship podcast. Comes out every Thursdays.
Yes, sir.
If you want to search for it, it's Love Thy Neighbor Show on any podcast platform. But I have been getting better at not solving my wife's problems when I just like, man, that sucks to.
You just listen to it.
I listen to it, and it works. And it's and then I'm like, oh shit, this is easy.
All I have to do is pretend like I'm listening.
Yeah. I was like, oh
shit, this is easy. I like that.
All the other, I went through a tremendous amount of pain.
You've been trying to listen to your wife for years. It's just this easy.
And because I want to help her solve her problems because her problems are easily solved. I know the answer.
Because she's dumb.
Yeah.
And she's my wife too. She's so dumb and simple. Her problems are so easily solved.
So I was thinking I'd do a segment where I solve women's problems on the air.
Yeah.
Because I have all these problems I can easily solve.
Called, here you go, bitch.
And my wife doesn't want me to solve them, so maybe I can solve our listeners, our female listeners' problems.
It's the new segment called After You with Tom Van.
Because I got good ideas. I can solve any problem. So if any lady wants to call in, I'll
That's
solve
the
her
second
problem.
time this week that you've said, if you've got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. He's in his Vanilla Ice years.
Anyway, let's take a break.
Before we get a break, you got to keep your hair long. I'm liking it. Don't cop cut it. Don't cop cut it.
It's so hard. It's it
looks
flops
good.
down,
I like
and
it.
then it's...
You look like a cool guy.
Because at the end of the day, it's all in my face. I was
But
disheveled.
you look cool. It looks cooler.
No.
You look like a cool dude.
No.
When you get the cop cut, I'm like, uh-oh, here he comes. Oh, my God. Show your face, Ice. Show your face. All right. The name of the band is Grade Number 2. The name of the song is Standing in the Downpour. We'll be right back with more A Mediocre Time right after this. Thanks for being here, y'all. We appreciate it. 1-844-TOM-NDAN if you'd like to call.
Run around, talk about the glory days. You better put that gun away. Every time I see you, you've been in a haze like a guard dog of the game.
I just got an email, and I'm pretty sure that not every doctor does this. Dr. Shenlate does, though. He will send you a personalized email saying, hey, Dan, it's time. Set
Your
up an
recommendations
appointment.
yeah.
Set up an appointment with my staff, and you can pick multiple times. You can do it in all of 35 seconds.
Yeah, it's telemedicine.
So easy.
Once you're a patient of Dr. Shenlate, then...
we're talking about Bud Docs.
Yes.
I should have said that. BudDocs.org. If you would like to get your medical marijuana recommendation, Dr. Shenlate and his staff will get you taken care of.
Qualify same day. My mom is a patient of Dr. Shenlate. Lots of BDMs are. A lot of times they have appointments same day. So if ever you're like, you know what, I want to get my medical recommendation so I can go and purchase awesome, like really high, quality medical marijuana at a ton of dispensaries.
In all forms, too.
There are a dispensary near you, believe me. You've seen it. And then you can walk in there and get, my mom uses microdose. And that's what she likes.
Tiny little bit.
So it's like she gets these two
she's
and a half.
not trying to get Stony Balloon.
Yeah, she gets these 2.5 milligram deals. Anyway, so the same day you can go on buddocs.org, get a same day appointment, go there. You'll get qualified.
You get your email recommendation, and you go right to the dispensary.
You leave there, go right to the dispensary with the email, and you could buy same day. So this can all be done in one day, in a couple hours.
Absolutely. Transfer patients are $99. Existing patients $125. If you're a new patient, it's $175. But after that, it's all telemedicine. And this is the official medical marijuana doctor of Camel Toe Tracy. And I feel like that. I feel like that gives it that little extra when she signs off on something. You know.
He's also super cool.
He's a nice man.
He's super nice.
He's been on a cruise. He's a good dude.
After you qualify, he'll sit there and show you his Bud Deals section of all the different deals, because all these dispensaries, they offer like half off your first purchase.
He can save you hundreds of dollars for sure.
You could hit them all right after you get, and then just stock up for years.
Yeah,
I mean, like it would be, is that ridiculous?
You could stock up for years.
Yeah, and
That's
you get
true.
and if you play the game right, you can get it cheap.
And we love playing the game. Yeah.
It's buddocs.org.
I like the background depth on this song. You don't get a lot of this anymore. Where like bands put a little time and effort into, the way that their song is actually produced. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. I think we got a caller.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hey, thanks for calling Tom and Dan. Who's this?
Hey, it's Ryan.
Ryan, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. I got two quick things for you if you got time.
Please.
All right, first one. I've got an idea for how you guys can buy your building that you haven't thought of yet.
Okay, Tom has been getting inundated with some really crazy ideas.
Well, Ryan...
One of them was, did you get the one where the guy said that if all we would have to do is film each other sleeping with the other's wife, OnlyFans that, and we'd have enough to make the building. And I'm like, I don't think we could. I mean, maybe we get a solid. I'd say we get a solid $9,000. That's about it. I've tried to really hit the number.
Yeah. If we can't get 1.2 million or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be about that.
Yeah, about 1.2.
Right. So go ahead, Ryan. Let me hear your idea. I will preface this by saying I believe I thought of every idea. So it's going to be hard
and you
for
say
me.
that every morning when you wake up.
I've thought of every idea there is.
Ever.
Yeah, and then I deem them all can't be done.
So here's what I would ask. As Tom's assistant, he calls me that. How does it make you feel to know that your idea has already been thought of?
Oh, it hasn't. I guarantee you.
Okay, all right,
go. Hit us.
All right. All you have to do, and this is going to give you an instant influx of cash, is get John the Alarm Guy to pay his old invoices.
Oh my God. Do you know that guy?
I knew it was a joke.
Do you know that guy's still connected to the show? And every time you guys bring up John the Alarm Guy, I cringe a little bit inside.
It's fine.
Yeah. Wasn't he like a listener's like uncle or something? Right? There's something. He's bad.
Oh, come on,
John. If you still listen, it's a fine.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all
fine. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I don't even know if he does alarms anymore.
Chances are no.
The second thing, and this is an important one.
Okay.
Okay, so next Wednesday, or Thursday rather, February 12th is a very special anniversary. You guys know what it is?
February 12th.
All right, hold on.
I know Tom's got a birthday coming up soon.
Yeah, that's on the 15th.
Yeah. What are you going to be, 44?
44, yeah. Is it have to do with the show?
Yep.
All right,
February 12th. Hold on, is that when Tom had Lee drill out his gas grill, the holes in his gas grill?
No, the February 12th. I'm trying to think of what was around. I know when did we cancel all the BDM thing for COVID? That was in March. Because that was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, when we did
that was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, when we did the huge COVID party?
No, that was after COVID. I'm saying before, when we canceled all the events because the NBA, it was like the beginning of COVID. I don't know.
Oh, we got nothing, Ryan.
Yeah,
Sorry,
what do you got?
buddy.
All right, next Thursday, February 12th, is 10 years to the day that the Seabreeze Quartet came into the studio.
Oh, you know what? That's actually, I'm glad you brought that up, man.
We should play that as like a best of.
Yeah.
God.
I think there's
All
only...
right, bye-bye.
All right.
10 years. I mean, that means most of those gentlemen probably aren't alive anymore.
We had a listener reach out to us, I want to say a couple of years ago, and I think we really only had one left.
Yeah. I mean, just
They
time.
went fast.
Yeah, because they're already in their 80s. You know, it's like you don't.
Yeah,
most people
like croissants from the glass knife. They only lasted a couple more days. 2 days, and then they get hard.
Like I know and this happened to me. Like my pop, Crystal's her grandfather lived to 99. My pop hit 90, and like my grandma hit in her 90s, 95, and I'm like, that's the anomaly. When that happens, don't be like, oh, I'll do that too. No, you're going back to the mean. So of human existence, which is like 75. You know.
Oh, I'm way under that. The Dennis boys are all. You know, the curse is 66.
Yeah. So get to getting.
Yeah, I got a lot of people on Andrea's side of the family and on my side of the family that make it into their 90s, just not anywhere near where my genes are. A lot of 90s, lots. In fact, Andrea's grandfather is 103.
Yeah, no, that.
Yeah, currently using his iPhone. He
that gentleman is fucking impressive.
Dude, I
know.
I didn't mean to call you dude, number one, but would you like to talk to him?
Hell yeah, I would. I don't know if
I don't know if
he
Andrea
wants.
See if he can do it. No, he would do it for me. He'd do it for me because he likes me.
We'd have to go to him with our mobile
he's
equipment.
in an assisted thing, but he's got his own little house with a nurse and everything.
We should just sit him down and talk to him as an interview. Like, hey,
he will talk about anything you want.
I just want to hear about, like, hey, tell us about your life. Like, you're 103 years old. I
think he just stopped driving. Like, just.
When you get to 103...
He was not happy about that when they took away his permit.
Like, you have accomplished something in human history that most everybody hasn't when you cross 100.
He's done a lot of stuff.
And that's fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, he would do it. It would be hard, though. You know,
Yeah, no,
like the chat room said, it would be as hard as talking to Adam Carolla. No, I made that part up, but yeah, it would be almost as hard. You know, who knows? You know, because he's not getting younger, and I may have almost missed the window. Like, so now when I interact with him, he's snappy, always snappy. But there's that little bit of, like, he's tired, you know? Like, this guy is 103 years old.
And then it's also different when you present to someone, like, you're recording them and stuff, like, because he's susceptible to, like, worry or anxiety. So that a lot of times when that anxiety hits, or, you know, you start, losing track of what you're talking about, you know, because that affects your calm. The best way is to be calm environment and a person-to-person conversation. You're good.
Yeah.
In the morning, usually for older people.
Yeah.
And like stuff like that is like you don't want to do it later on, and like your brain gets tired throughout the day.
I think we wake him up at like 1 a.m. and we'll take him to like someplace easy to do. We'll take him to Crush Yard. I figure you and I, me, you, and some of our rowdier BDMs. We'll take him to Crush Yard. I just like the name Crush Yard, and I just want to make fun of it.
Okay, what is Crush Yard?
It's Rob Gronkowski's pickleball place here in town. And every time I want to start a joke, like you're like, all right, have a good week. I was like, hey, let's go pound some Coors Lights at Crush Yard. Fucking get our peckers wet. All right, Crush Yard.
It's a loud environment. We're sitting down and like, why would you?
Yeah, Crush Yard with Andrea's grandpa.
why would you choose this environment? It's all loud and distracting.
I've had a tough week.
People are slamming pickleball.
Yeah, he's there, and you're like trying to ask, you're like, so what made you decide to want to renovate the ancient Florida Seminole tribe burial ground? Crush Yard, motherfucker!
Gronk gets on the PA and some recorded. It's like, oh yeah,
I would love that.
You're at Crush Yard.
All right, you want to do some voicemails?
Yeah, and by the way, and nothing against Gronk, and sometimes I appreciate it.
What are you gonna do? At Crush Yard could advertise with us right now.
And I brought this up with Julian. I brought this up with Carolla. But
wait, I have it right here.
No, stop. No.
Hey, Tom and Dan, this is.
Oh no, that was a voicemail about your Adam Carolla.
I'll hear Gronkowski and Julian Edelman do like commercials about a product, and it is tough to listen to.
Well, Julian Edelman.
It's more Gronk, like he's trying to, like, whoever's the advertiser, you should have told them, like, just let them naturally fuck around about this. Because, but maybe they can't, and they're trying to, like, do it like broadcasters.
I don't think they know how to do that. I've heard a lot of these. A lot of comedians do this, too, where they'll do a live read. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. You're trying to look at it with the lenses that the live read matters, and that company is already, they know what's happening. And I think that company, they don't fucking care.
Yeah, I guess.
And it almost makes you and me dumb old men, because I listen to it, I do it, it drives me nuts. I have to turn it off. I'll like audibly have a reaction to it. When I hear somebody like not doing a good live read or not presenting things correctly.
Who am I to give any sort of criticism about broadcasting? All right? Play the voicemail.
All right, here we go. Let's do this one.
Hey, Tom and Dan, this is Keyed Up BDM. Just a question or a statement. When you were talking to your kids about what they're going to do, what kind of dream job, can you please instill with them a good work ethic? I swear, I work with someone right now, and they have no work ethic whatsoever. They have literally used up all their sick time and all their floating holidays for the year, and that was in the month of January. It's now February. He's got nothing.
Yeah, it's not your business. I use my time when I want to use my time.
He has no work ethic. He doesn't care about
Maybe I like to front load him. I like January. I like the weather better.
He calls in all the time. I'm just ready for him to go. But work ethic, please explain this to your kids.
I don't know if if just explaining it to your kids makes them work hard. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's extremely complicated. I understand what you're saying, and I want my sons to have very good work ethic.
Everybody does, I think.
And I'm obviously They are not hard workers at heart. I guess neither was I, but I've never been fired from a job, so I feel like I at least can work hard enough for someone else. But I don't think it's the motivation is like it's a fucked up motivation because it's twofold. One is I don't want an awkward conversation with my boss and them telling me how much, and I am a...
Hey, Tom, can you come in here for a second?
I'm like, oh, fuck.
Is that your number one?
Yeah, that's my number one.
Is that your number one?
I don't even care.
Number two is Corolla.
Because I promise, every company I've ever worked for, and this is, I shouldn't even say this, but I
don't even know what you're going to say.
No, but I was like...
I jack off on everything.
But I was like, if this company went bankrupt or burned out, I would not care. I'll be happy, actually. I hate this place. That's how I think.
I got that way with Clear Channel.
Yeah.
I did.
And
I got that way where I was like,
but I always did a good
down, let it burn
But
down.
I did a good job, because at one point I was like, they've shown to me that nothing I do matters. Like they don't care. Like saying like they don't value hard work, and most people get like that. You work hard for your company, and no one values that, or and other people get raises based on something totally different than your own work and like your quantitative value.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I know. So then it was like you just give up.
It didn't for either of us.
But I always showed up and did what I was supposed to do. So as long as I was a good employee, that I would want me as an employee. I think
I want me to employ you
because I was I enjoy hustling and doing good, but I don't even. But then I remember there's a point where even at most companies I work for, where I do really well and think I'd get rewarded or whatever, or get raises and stuff, and it never happened. And maybe I wasn't forceful enough. I'd go back to me, I guess, blame it on myself. I should have gone in there and said, I'm going to leave unless you give me a raise. I do stand up for yourself.
Yeah,
but
that's really hard to do, man.
And
it also kind of seems like the age-old sitcom thing that very few people did. I did ask for a raise one year with Chris Kampmeyer, and I did get it, but I can't tell you whether or not that was already planned. I would imagine, if I'm just answering you honestly, that I asked for a raise that was already planned, so it felt like I was getting a little victory, but I did absolutely zero to change anything that was happening.
Yeah, so I'll ultimately blame myself, but I don't know, the work ethic thing, it's like, shit, Maisie, unbelievable work ethic.
But I don't think I do not tell her to work hard. I did not tell her to become obsessed with her speech and to memorize it.
You tell her to calm down, actually.
I did tell her to calm down. I said, don't be your dad, because I see your obsessive tendencies.
Yeah, so
winning you already got an A+. What was I had to do this. This is what I told her. This is a little more serious for the ending of the show, but who cares? I said, what was the goal of the assignment? She's like, to get an A. I go, did you get an A? She goes, yeah. I go, well, then you won the school. Yeah. Or you won your class. Yeah. And then you won the school. Yeah. That's already a step ahead. Everything else is literally just cake now.
Yeah.
We're done. You're done.
But just, you're like, I'm practicing again.
She can't detach. No, she can't detach. I caught her in the shower. Looking into her she had a little mirror in there.
Practicing?
With a hairbrush in her hand in the shower doing her little memory thing over and over and over and over and over and over.
Well, that's a winner. That's what winners do.
But I didn't tell her to do that.
My sons don't practice nothing. They will have child. I'm like, practice. You have to do something.
I like the practice. We talk about practice. I ain't doing no practice.
They don't want to do nothing. I'm going to force them to do anything.
I'm going to go over and play.
So what is that? I don't know.
What is it? Japanese boy foot jobs with your sons later today.
They just want to have fun and do nothing.
I love that.
They say they don't want to practice. They don't I tell Tommy to bring home a trombone to practice. They don't want to do nothing.
He's like, I don't know where it is.
Yeah. And the thing is hard for me because they get A's and B's. So I'm just like, okay, well,
they're fine.
How much harder? If they're getting F's, I'd be like, hey, no, all this shit stops. But it's
fine.
So, but the work ethic, they don't have that drive to obsess about something until they be number one.
And I foster some of it, but not that.
So I don't know.
That's in the blood.
Yeah.
John Mayer, In the Blood. That's a song written by him.
So then it's hard. I don't know. And maybe they will.
Well, the happy medium is all you can do is be there and be ready. So when they do find the thing, you will support the shit out of it.
And I will tell them, don't show, I won't let them, when they want to be sick, they don't want to go to school. Like, Max was like, I wish I had the flu. And they're like, I'm like, why? He's like, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. And I'm like, no, you don't.
Even know what you're saying.
Like, Maisie would never wish that. My son wished.
That's not her vibe.
And I remember, that's ingrained into my goddamn brain. Because I remember, I was like, I wish I got. I'm
going to give myself the flu. Cough on me.
So I can miss school and my responsibilities. Like, I don't know. The fucking born the way you are.
Yeah. Lady Gaga. Let's do a couple more and then get out of here, buddy, for a fun holiday. Is it a holiday? No, it's not really. I was going to say a fun holiday weekend. What the fuck am I talking about?
Next weekend's President's Day and Valentine's Day.
Well, I guess holiday, I'm thinking Super Bowl.
Yeah,
we haven't even talked about it one time on the show. That's how uninterested all of us are in the Super Bowl.
It doesn't seem like anyone cares that much. We talked to some betting with EJ this week, but it does seem like the most boring Super Bowl in years.
I'm happy for my buddy Dan Thompson. Shout out to him. He's a lifelong Seattle fan. His whole family's from Seattle.
Unless you're a Patriots or Seattle fan.
And go Tiffany. Tiffany Martin and Salty Sisters is a Patriots bar.
You know how mad I am the fucking Patriots are in there again? God damn it.
Well, I mean, at least our buddy Tiffany,
No, I know. But it's the
Patriots. Some good Instagram photos.
I've seen this shit a million times.
Let's do just a couple. Oh, this one's very mean by DeBerry Joe. And I think lifelong listener to Barry Joe, since he's moved to Charleston, since he has a girlfriend now that strums his abs like a guitar, he's a little more mean-spirited.
What's up, Tom and Dan? I just wanted to call out a little bit of awkwardness that has happened in the show, and I think we need to approach this delicately because I know as men age, that's a sensitive topic. But when Tom is talking to Jeff and the guys at D's Bros Brewing, he mentions that getting in early on the Science on Tap Beer Fest, which, as I understand, is one of the premier beer fests in Central Florida, among the best you could ever do. Oh my gosh, pardon me, I shouldn't do that. But Tom says getting early that'll be clutch, and it just sounded wrong. And Tom, buddy, I love you, man. I appreciate you. I know you don't like me a whole lot. I know you smell the crazy on me as soon as I come around. And I get it. It's fine. I love you for it.
I feel like I'm witnessing one of those interactions out front of your house when you're dealing with one of your pain pill minions. Tom has these pain pill slaves that come to his house, and he's like, yeah, they all come in. They're all creatures. You're like a Pokemon. What's a Pokemon?
You sound like crazy,
Ash.
Joe.
You're like Ash from Pokemon. No, it's not Ash. Who's the guy with the baseball hat and in Pokemans? You're and all these pain pill handymen that do these things around your house, and Joe is one of these. So you said getting in early for the beer fest would be clutch.
Yeah, hold on. That's not that old of a term. Like, it's not. I didn't say fucking groovy or some shit or like razor.
Groovy.
I feel like clutch. Like you're saying something is clutch is not that old man is saying it, or is it?
I do this I'm the worst about doing this.
It's not that dated, is it?
Samantha used to get really mad at me because I would say things. I'd be like, check out TomandDan.com on the old internet. And she'd be like, the internet? Just call it the internet. Or I'd say the internets. And she'd be like, just call it the internet. You sound like an idiot.
Well, you're
like, it's my style. It's my little
saying the internet.
It's my
funny.
Little old man colloquialism.
Yeah. I don't think clutch is that old man of a term.
It
is a little bit. I don't know. I never say that.
It's like calling a woman's legs getaway sticks.
Also, we black out and we're just promoting shit, and like, I'm trying to think of the next funny thing to say. So,
people email me all the time, and they're like, "You were an idiot for saying this," and I'm like, I never said that.
Yeah, I have no recollection of saying clutch. No.
One more,
yeah,
and then we'll get out of here. Let's go with this one right here.
Hey, what's up, Tom and Dan? It's DeBerry.
No,
goddamn, Joe.
He leaves us a lot of messages.
Yeah.
We'll do.
It's a sign of mental illness, by the way, is calling a podcast over and over. Just saying.
Hey, Tom, Dan, Drew, Furniture Maker. I just was listening to the Friday Free Show with Sam, and you got that voicemail about the guy that had the extra lot, and he found the homeless man with the big giant tent. Well, I work for the city. I won't say which one, but we have like these areas with these massive retention ponds, and they're kind of like, just Florida land. We were doing some inspections on some pipes and stuff back there one day, and we found, I'm not joking, it must have been a literal recreation of Game of Thrones. They had compounds of tents and sheds and sightings. They had a whole communal, it was incredible, honestly. So yeah, city tore it down, but so there you go.
There probably are a lot. And remember Big Tim used to tell us about this, like homeless encampments that are like, because there's so many little plots of woods around that are government owned, or like little areas that haven't been developed that are like just parcels used.
You're talking about the places that I dream of living in. Like I look at these places and I see what homeless people find.
Yeah.
Like I see the attraction in it. So if they go there and live there, like I don't want their places to be torn down. Like I look at it, I'm like, I see what you want. I see the appeal.
Me and Crystal watched this documentary. You should watch this because you would love this.
Because I'm getting more. I'm getting more go into the woods and live alone fucked up, right?
So
every minute of the day, I'm getting closer. That's what the whole look is becoming. I'm becoming an outdoor homeless man.
So it was a documentary about a group of people that built an apartment inside a mall dead space in a mall. And I forgot the city it was in, but they built this huge mall. And while they were building it, like this group of artists, led by this one guy, lived in like the shitty part of town that was kind of like warehouses that are converted into like art and like places to live and art studios and shit like that.
The movie Rent.
Yeah, and then while it was being built, the guy noticed like, hey, there's some dead space in this thing. So after they built, the guy like explored the mall and found it. And it was like this area that was behind a bunch of doors and something like no one else in the staircase. And he found this, like, I forgot how many square feet, but it's about as big as our office space, right?
Yeah.
And then he just started sneaking in there and slowly like bringing a couch and then bringing like all this shit. And then his friends would help him. And then they literally brought cinder blocks and built a wall to hide it even more.
Yeah.
And then they would hang out there for years. And it was just like this, and they would sneak back there. Like there's multiple ways to get to it, but it was literally a dead space.
I'm
and
obsessed with this stuff.
Built an apartment there, and they did a whole documentary about it. And then
like all that stuff calls me. Underground bunkers, all of it calls me. It's like, Dan, come live in me.
In the documentary, they were showing, and I guess this happens, and especially in like bigger cities, where one other person built this weird art installation inside like not sewers but like a water runoff area where it's just like these huge concrete pipes,
Sure.
And he found it was hard to get to, and then it was like a bunch of hanging mannequins for like 50 yards of weird hanging mannequins and this whole art piece that no one knew about. And it's interesting because it seemed like it was before social media and the internet.
Mentally ill people are amazing, man.
And so this could never happen. Although homeless encampments, they must not use social media and like tell people about them. But this art installation was there for years until someone found it and destroyed, or like, the city took it down.
Yeah.
But
I almost feel like in a weird way, it's very similar to, and I hate it when people like, vandalize these type of things. But like when you go into an area and then you'll see like a little sign that says this way for the fairy forest.
Yeah.
And you walk back there and you realize that people in the community for this part of the trail have literally decorated this. Like, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then tied little fishing strings with little butterfly fairies are like thousands.
I'm into that.
Yeah, but then the city always eventually tears it down.
Why not just leave it?
Because it's trash, essentially. But I guess Okay. I had to reframe my thinking because a lot of my plans died. Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Buddy.
And so. And while I was
God, he's crying, everyone. Oh my God,
reconciling
upset.
the fact, and it was again more about my goddamn time spent, years of growth and all stuff eradicated, and I'm gonna it's gonna be years until it looks as good as it did. Literally, 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
You have to heal.
So it's gonna take years and years of time for it all to grow back as cool as it looked. So I was like, okay. So when it does grow back and it gets to a place, I am going to remember this shit could leave. Like, this shit could be frozen and be dead again. So every day it exists, I have to appreciate it.
Wow. My God, I feel like I should print that and send that to Colette.
Because, 3 weeks ago...
That was like the opposite of your Adam Carolla question. I like that.
I have to remember this shit could be gone. And honestly... we all have to remember our lives could, and we do that too, and or we could be diagnosed with something that our lives will never be the same, or some shit could happen to us. Like right now, things could never be the same tomorrow. So today, pretty good. My plans are here. Whatever lives after this freeze,
living it now.
I'm like, it's pretty good. It looks good. Whatever.
Do you wish you could all be out there with them all night?
No, it's not even. It's not even, again, not about the plans, about the time, but I'll appreciate whatever it is because the shit could be gone tomorrow.
Can we end the show? I got to poop.
Yes, we can.
No, I thought that'd be the funniest thing I could say when you're being
and by the way,
heartfelt.
I tell you that I cannot appreciate it. I tell you all this shit, and everybody does, by the way. A thing I liked, let's talk about motivational speaking. I remember Mark Marrow used to throw his fucking little pebbles in his lake behind his house.
He still does it.
Yeah.
He still does the pebble gimmick. Yeah, he has a jar of glass beads.
Yeah, and every bead represents a week of his life, and so every week he'd throw away one to remind him this is how many.
It's finite.
It's finite, and this is how many weeks of my life is going down. So remind me, enjoy the time or whatever. I don't think that would work for me. Nothing would change. I could do it and throw one out every week.
Yeah.
And
but what if you forgot? You're like, oh, shit, I got to throw 9 at one time.
yeah, of course that would happen. But then also, you just fall into day-to-day routine. You're checking off, whatever, you're drunk. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
You're jacking off. You're like, oh, shit, I forgot to throw my marbles in the lake that show me that I have a finite life.
I don't believe any of that
I'm only
works.
going to be able to jack off for 6 more marbles.
Yeah. I'm just mad about my goddamn plans. They're all dead.
Oh, I got cum on my marbles. Oh, shit.
None of it works. Bullshit. I'm joking.
Well, there you go. None of it works. Bullshit. That's the name of the show. None of it works. It's bullshit.
I'm joking. I'm sure some of it works.
Well, I think he does still do that trick.
I know.
I mean, I used to make fun of that one too because that was my old joke of the monsters. I was like, don't you forget to throw them in there every week, and then you got to walk out there with a pocket full of 12 marbles you're throwing away.
It all does something.
All right, let's get out of here. Anything? BDMs. BDM Appreciation Week is fleshed out, dude. It's ready. Yeah. It is going to be awesome.
You guys will get the invite. We will probably send it out in a couple weeks and let everybody know. But again, just save the date. It's April 11th. And that's going to be the BDM Appreciation Party. And the week before, everybody should be getting their $5 T-shirts.
Yes.
That will be up, and we'll send all BDMs an email because we got your and check your account to make sure we got your correct email. Some people, have been BDMs for 12 years, and I appreciate that. Since day one is awesome, which is crazy. Even being a member of ours for that long, we
so appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why we did this week. Is I really do care. Everybody who comes up to me is like, "Hey, I'm a BDM." I'm like, "You are."
I will hug you.
You are our boss, our customer. We appreciate you coming along this journey. What me and Daniel are doing is very weird, but we are completely
seem to find anybody else that is wanting to do
not this small.
Yeah,
we know other bigger podcasters that are doing it, but not to our level.
Well,
not to this local. We're doing a weird thing that I cannot find anybody else doing.
They're typically propped up by big corporate money. We are truly a small business doing something very, very strange. I can't find anybody else doing it, and I don't think anybody else wants to do it because it is really hard.
The only people we answer to are our listeners. And that is true. Like, obviously, we have our, sponsors, and some of them
Our wives, maybe?
are super important, and we'd be out of business.
I think our wives probably a little bit.
Yeah. But our wives don't, so it's literally like we're doing the show, we listen to you guys, and that's it. Well, that's all we care about. As long as you guys continue on with us in this journey, we're going to continue to do it. And we appreciate it.
We've only got a few more marbles left to throw.
We should throw a marble. We should do that as every show we do.
Throw a marble in there?
But we should figure out how many wins the end.
I would talk to Mark Marrow. Like, he could come on the show and talk about that. He's remarried. He got a new wife.
We should talk to him just to interview him about
His
fucking
new
crazy
wife.
wrestling days.
Oh, my God, his new wife. Holy smokes.
Oh,
this guy.
He always... he's ripped.
He's killing it, dude.
How old is Mark Marrow? He's got to be
60, probably like 62, 61, something.
I think he's in past 65, dude.
He might be past 65. I know he still does backflips. I know he still has abs.
Yeah,
I know his new wife is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I know that he's selling off all his wrestling stuff. If you're into wrestling stuff, he's selling all of it off because he's in that stage where he's like, this doesn't matter to me anymore. All I care about is my hot new wife, and she's having a great time, baby. So he's doing that. Yeah, he's killing it. I talked to him for a little while and sent him a little message from you and I, just congratulating him on his on
nice
getting
guy.
married. Yeah, man, he's always been sweet to us.
All right, we will see you on Monday's BDM show. Yep. We got a bunch of shit planned next week, and you'll all hear about it. And then we got some stories for the BDM show on Monday.
Who you got in the Super Bowl?
Lock
of the week. What's the lock?
There's no lock. But I think the Seahawks will win.
Okay.
But that's a popular opinion, so it's not, but I don't think they covered the spread.
Okay. Does Bad Bunny wear a dress?
Does he normally wear a dress?
I don't know, but people seem to be really concerned about.
That's a bet in Bovada.
Yeah, but people seem to be really concerned about it.
Oh, really?
Because remember, if you wear a dress, you're gay. And I have that on good authority. Somebody told me that. If you wear a dress, you're gay. Okay, get out of here?
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
We'll see you at BDMs on Monday.
Hold on, fellas. Oh, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.
He did like 5 reps on the subject of reps.
Yeah, he's a reps guy, Adam.
Sorry,
he's a
Adam.
reps guy.
Sorry.
Like we got to squeeze him in where you can.
I felt like you needed a spotter for that one.
I'm sorry.
Look.
Did you find because me and Daniel have seen this with the dilution of everything and having so many different options that it kind of the only thing that really saved us, and obviously, you're still successful, and what you do is because the amount of reps that you had in your body broadcasting background, I feel like that is something that everybody else doesn't have. It's like, broadcasters and anybody in radio, just has so many tens of thousands of reps doing conversational improv. That kind of secured our jobs for at least the time being. And then you start to see other people that do podcasts like, oh yeah, this, Julian Edelman and Gronkowski. If you listen to their commercials, it's rough.
And I'm curious to what you think about that. And I'm curious to what you think about that. And I'm curious to what you think about that. Motherfucker.
Curious to what you think about